Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Ask a Broke-Ass LMHC. My name is Ami Cologne, and I am indeed a Broke-Ass LMHC. LMHC stands for Licensed Mental Health Counselor. I am state licensed. I'm actually state licensed in New York State. The way that happened was I basically started my life over at the age of 30. We'll get to that in another video, where I went to undergrad school for 4 years, taking psychology as a major, and then took classes at a grad school that I majored in clinical mental health counseling. And the grad school was CACREP accredited, and in another video I'll be talking about the word salad that I'm throwing at you because I can't remember for the life of me what CACREP means, and that is the truth. So the reason why I call this show Ask a Broke-Ass LMHC, the reason for this is because you really don't make much money as a licensed mental health counselor. Yeah, that might piss some people off, but it's freaking true. But the other truth of it is that most people who get into this profession, including myself, don't exactly do it for the money, at least in the beginning. That makes me sound hella capitalist. I still really don't do it for the money because I love it, but I also realize that I need to eat. So I work in a mental health facility full-time as a case manager, and it's an Article 31 type of place because of the fact that the clients are under OMH. The facility is under OMH. OMH stands for Office of Mental Health. That is our big brother, especially for any facility in mental health. Not any facility per se, but an OMH facility. OMH basically comes in, they do the audits, they make sure the progress notes are up to par, they make sure the facility is up to par, they make sure the incident reports are up to par, how we're treating our clients are up to par, what certifications are needed, everything. Okay, so that is how OMH works. On the side, I have my own practice, and that's where the money comes in. If you're going to be a licensed mental health counselor, having your own practice would help in regards to making actual money. So when you're working in your practice, at least for me, I make more money in regards to the fact that I get the co-payment and I get what insurance owes me. And this is better than really working, I feel like, in my opinion, because people may like working for fee-for-service companies because it's still a practice, they still get their clients. The difference is a majority of the money goes to the actual company they're working for, and instead of making the co-payment and then getting the percentage of what you would get from health insurance. Because it's the facility, it's the practice that's going to be paid, and the owners of the practice are going to get the most of it. You'll get maybe 25 to 30 a session. So that's how a practice works. In my personal opinion is I'd rather just own my own practice because I don't answer to anyone. I like to answer to myself a lot of the time and the clients that I have. So the type of clients that I work with in my practice are different than the clients I work with at the mental health facility. They are not under OMH. They're not considered Article 31 clients. That doesn't make them bad clients, by the way. It's a different type of clientele. I work with a different type of clientele. They are clients who, they live their everyday lives, they have their own places, they have jobs, they have relationships. Not that the clients at the Article 31s don't, They're not going to a clinic. They're just finding me on different sites, and what they're doing is they're making appointments with me, and that's it. That's what I do, and it goes through health insurance. Where I work full-time, it's predominantly Medicaid, and since I don't take Medicaid, these are clients who have like different types of other insurances that I take. So, and I meet them for 45 minutes a session. That's how it works. So that's where the difference is. In regards to this type of work, we work with different people who, as licensed mental health counselors, we work with different people who have mental health diagnosis, who have changes in their lives that they are having a difficult time adjusting to. Maybe they need help with getting housing, and that's my case managing job. In financial management, they need help with managing their money. stuff like that. I work with clients who are on AOT, which is assistant outpatient treatment, and that's the other word salad I'll be talking about in another video. But it's, you know, clients that have been court mandated to go into a treatment plan rather than go to jail. My practice, I don't work with clients on AOT. It's the opposite of that, really. It's people who are seeking therapy, who just want to get through their lives in a way where they're already there, but they just need more help in regards to coping with things, in regards to, you know, working in a relationship, you know, trying to fix their marriage. And I don't like honestly, I really don't like using the word fix, because it makes it seem like you're a thing, like a person is a thing that they're broken. No. I see it as, you know, they just want to work on it, you know, and they want to have a better progress in it. So these are the types of things that licensed mental health counselors work with. And the types of people that we work with. The paperwork we do is very important. Taking notes is extremely important. It's one thing that they drilled into my mind through all of my 8 years of schooling for this was, if it wasn't written down, it didn't happen. That's really important as a licensed mental health counselor, because you have to write those notes. You can end up with talking to someone who may have suicidal ideation. They may want, you know, they may not have a plan, but you ask them anyway. And when that happens, you put it down in the progress notes. If they say, no, I don't have a plan, I'm just thinking of killing myself. And then you get into it with as to why. If you don't write that down, and if this person actually indeed does end their lives, you can be in a lot of trouble. It could be an ethical dilemma. And it can mess with a lot of things, including your credentials. So you want to make sure you have everything written down. The other thing to have is insurance. And what I mean by insurance is liability insurance. I wanted to originally put an LLC next to my name, or LPC if you will, next to my name to protect my business. My father, actually, props to my dad, gave me advice on doing this. I talked to a lawyer who predominantly works in the mental health community, and the lawyer stated to me that if I already have liability insurance, I pretty much have protection. So you have to get that, and you have to renew it every year. I do that for my practice so that I'm protected, because in the mental health facility, it's where I'm already protected under their liability insurance umbrella. So that's really important too. So to conclude this video, thank you for listening to the babble I have put through in regards to Broke-Ass LMHC, is if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. Please be kind. This is the first time I'm doing this. And I will answer your questions. And if there's videos that you would like me to do about mental health, if you'd like me to do that, let me know. I'd be happy to take your suggestions. It's been great, and I hope to see you in the next week.
I was going to say, you probably want to give it like a second or two before just going right into high, just so that we have a little bit of leader.
Well, now we do. Hi. Fuck, a duck. Now I'm not going to remember what the hell I was going to say.